اهلا وسهلا فيكم من جديد الى جنشن ايمباكت. معكم جيمر هوليك. رجعت لكم من جديد بعد غياب بسبب المرض وبالامتحانات وهي الامور، فرجعنا من جديد للقناه، واكيد يعني من هلا ورايح رح نرجع بشكل يومي ان شاء الله، وعلى الاقل يعني بشكل شبه يومي الى بث الفيديوهات ان شاء الله. طرأت تغييرات كثيرة على اللعبة في غيابي، وأخذت شخصيات جديدة. ما بعرف إذا أنتم شفتوها. الشخصيات اللي أخذتها من بينها هذا البني آدم، بين عليه شخصية كويسة كرايو، وهذا أنيمو. يا جماعة شخصيات الأنيمو جيدة عن جد، شخصيات الأنيمو أنا بحسها من أفضل الشخصيات. كمان جين، أخذنا جين أخيرا. واحدة من الشخصيات المهمة، أنا ما كنت بعرف إنه جين شخصية مهمة. بتذكر من الحلقات الأوائل بمونشتات لما كنا في مدينة القمر، بتذكرها. بس يعني ما كنا. شو في عندي هون؟ عندي ملابس، ولا هي شو هي؟ اوكي بنتفحصها في وقت اخر. كمان يعني تسليت شوي، لعبت شوي بالخلفيه. هلا بفرجيكم كافي جيد. ما بعرف اذا جيد بصراحه، بس يعني بعتقد انه جيد. اوكي لعبت بالخلفيه بعض الالعاب وتسليت يعني شوي، فعملت هون مهمات اضافيه عملتها، وفي مهمات لحتى الان عالقه. اذا انتم شايفين شوف كميه الميشنز اللي عندي اللي لسه ما اشتغلتها. بس حاليا بدنا نتوجه نحو سيلفر اوف هوم لنشوف شو بدنا نعمل في منطقتنا اللي نحن فيها، اللي هي إينازوما. مثل ما تذكروا انا علقت في إينازوما لفتره، لانه انا بدي احاول اوصل على سوميرو قبل ما ينزل التحديث الجديد. كنا عم نحكي انا واحد اصدقائي، عم نتناقش بهالموضوع، اذا انا بقدر اوصل انهي سوميرو قبل ما تنزل المنطقه الجديده. فانا بشوف اني ما بلحق، بس رح احاول قدر الامكان انه الحق اوصل لهذا الشيء. وانا ما بسمع شيء، ما بعرف ليش. اوكي طيب، في هون جوهرة بشي مكان. هاي هي فوق. ايش بده يجيبها هي؟ كثير عالي. يوما اخر سوف اجلبها، ولا بجيبها اليوم؟ تعالوا نشوف شو في هون. في هون ضريح. واو في ضريح او مزار او شيء. بقدر اجيبها لهي اذا قفزت؟ لا للاسف. اوكي، والان نستمر في طريقنا. بقي لي شيء 100 متر. هاي المنطقة ما بعرف كيف احلها. هاي الشغلات لازم اتعلم احلها مستقبلا.
اوكي فاستر.
انا ليش ما في عندي بايمون؟ شلون بدي ارجع بايمون؟ اعمل لي ريموف لهي. رجعت بايمون. ما بعرف، جاي على بالي يكون عندي بايمون. هون في كمان، بس ما فيني اخذهم يمكن لانه جوات هذا الشيء القبة الكهربائية. اوكي هون كمان في، يمكن هذيك هي اللي فوق.
اوكي فاستر.
هي فوق هون كمان، لازم احاول احصل عليها. اوكي مرحبا صديقي.
Hey Satoru, how have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business
هاي
just
الشخصية
keeps
جاي على
getting
بالي
better
اخذها.
and better.
هاي
We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting...
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough of
مخلى
it.
الفجل.
It's a family staple
شكله
now.
طيب.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Even if it does mean putting up with some Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship. But still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
They didn't seem that way to
Okay.
me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As well.
Thank you.
اوكي.
Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
اخيرا خلصنا التشورز، يلا الان سوف نتحدث مع
Faster. Okay, faster.
نقدر افوت من هون. اوكي هات لنشوف. انت من ورا هون بينفات عليك صح؟ لا والله. هدول هن. اوكي.
That was quick. Young people are so handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
50 سنة؟
So it has. Goodness, how the time flies.
صار لهم متجوزين 50
You
سنة يمكن؟
barely notice
ولا
as the
شو
years
قصدك؟
go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still
اتجوزوا
trying to win
من
me
50
over,
سنة.
that
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win
هو
my
اللي كان عم
affection.
يحاول يقنعها تتجوز.
well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show.
اوكي مبروك.
To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my fire. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together, now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known,
لازم
I
نسوي
would've
لهم
made some
أكل مو؟
extra fancy
ولا نجيب لهم
fireworks
هدية؟
just for you.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
What a great relationship they have.
رح نجيب لهم هدية أكيد هلا نحن
Enough
بما
of
إنه نحن كويسين وهيك.
It's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
اوكي.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
You know him?
He was our boy's best friend
اوكي هلا
when they were
معلوماتهم
young.
هم. هات لنشوف.
They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
وتقاتلوا بطلوا يحكوا مع بعضهم.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful and wanted to see what the outside world was like.
اوكي.
But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt
ابنه
that there
انضل
was nothing
معهم
wrong at all
وصديقه
with
بده
being
يحب
peaceful.
يطلع يتجول خارج إينازوما.
You know what children
تمام.
are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
اوكي.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryo Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
جوز عم يدور على
If it was
صديقه.
anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought? I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do. Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryo Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryo Commission's most wanted list.
طيب شلون بدنا نصالحهم إذا واحد بده يقبض على الثاني؟
Well, worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This...
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
طيب إذا هن حاقدين على بعضهم تمام ما اختلفنا، بس إذا واحد لازم يقبض على الثاني من ضمن الكوميشن اللي لازم تقبض على الثاني، حتى لو سامحوا ما بيقدر، يعني خلص هو جزء من الكوميشنز اللي لازم يمسكه. فأنا ماني فهمان شلون بدهم إياه، شلون بدهم إياهم يتصالحوا أو يعني نحل هاي المشكلة. بس فرجيني ما فيني أستخدم تيليبورتيشن، فيني أسرع. قانون الكسل، مين بيعرف قانون الكسل في الألعاب؟ هو استخدام التليبورتيشن أكثر من اللازم. أوكي هات لنشوف. كان عندي أجنحة غير هدول الأجنحة، يمكن لازم أستعمل الأجنحة الجديدة هيك مشان أنبسط فيهم. أوكي.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside.
Okay.
Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this. Surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good.
ما بيعرف
And I
اسمائهم.
didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought.
Okay.
Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
اوكي راح يقبض عليه كأنه. هات لنشوف. بس 70 متر.
Don't worry. That's a good movie.
اوكي فيني استخدم الاليمنتال بار اشوف ايش فيه.
It's Masazaka and his friends. Let's ask them.
وين؟ هون؟ لا. وين؟ هدول هنا. قولوا لي.
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later. Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya? I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys
طيب
love.
بس دقيقة، نحن ليش حكينا معهم؟
Hey, we're gonna get
حكينا معهم وما استفدنا شيء؟
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by here at all? Yep, we did.
وين راحوا؟
It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
Okay.
It looks like this is the right way.
طيب من
Let's keep
هون.
going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in.
هدول هن. مو؟
Look, there are people from the Tenryou Commission over there. It must be them.
مرحبا.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame.
ليش نضربون طيب؟ منلف ما ضروري
Time for
نضربون.
a light show. Nice and spicy.
صار لي زمان ما قتلت يا جماعة.
Someone needs assistance. Fire hazard.
مين ضل؟ لسه في كمان؟ تعالوا.
Crumble apart. Starball. I must leave no stone un... Time for a light show. Goldfish of doom.
ضل في حدا؟ بس انت؟ لا والله في حدا تاني.
Time to clean up.
منين عم يجوا؟ نبعوا؟
Shake. Go. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Steady as. Fire hazard. Starball.
ضل حدا؟
How
يا
dare you
زلمة.
impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice, not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
اوكي. اوكي. طيب إلى الأمام يعني هلا. ليش أنا خايف يكونوا بسفينة؟ لا والله على جزيرة طلعوا. استنى حبيبي لا تضربه استنى.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
اوكي.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell
مشان
you
يشوف
why.
رفيقه.
This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is never any room for discussion. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
حبيبي
What
بجوز
are
هو
you
ما بده
talking
يقاتلك.
about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Tuh. Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything. Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel.
نقاتله.
If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke
لازم أقاتل
exactly why
اثنيناتهم؟
you came back, no matter what the consequences are. If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
And if you...
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
اوكي.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Backup? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
شو عملت أنا؟ تحمست كتير، نسيت أضغط الزر الصح.
Starfall! Crumble apart!
تعا حبيبي تعا.
Leave it all to me. I must leave no stone.
شاد لازم أتدمج لحتى أربح عليك. تعال أشوف، تعال أشوف، وين رحت؟ تعالوا انتوا حبيباتي تعالوا.
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
I must withdraw.
Starfall!
وينك؟ تعال أشوف. شاد ويلك هيلث خالص ولا لسه؟
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then, your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that I felt lost.
أخيرا
It
بلشوا
wasn't that
يحكوا.
I'd changed my mind. I
بس
just
بصراحة يعني
felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality.
يا ريتهم ما حكوا.
I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I
حلو.
was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
Okay.
So that's why you came back?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that I never should have run away like that. After all, you never ran away. Huh? Well,
Okay.
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her
حبيبي
will
أنا شايف
done.
الرايدن شوغن شخص
But
شرير.
now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryou Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing? The boat is yours.
بدي أخليه يهرب.
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I
بيقدر
will lend
يدخلوا
you
على
my help,
إنازوما.
but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Case. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time.
اوكي. اوكي انا لساتني عندي امل انه فينا نصلح إينازوما.
I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it.
انه فينا نصلح إنازوما ونقنع الرايدن شوغن انه
It's
يغير
the one
رأيه.
that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't...
that's only because I know your parents so well.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little
أنت صحيح روح
loud and
على أهلك.
reckless maybe, but
من زمان أهلك
you
ما
live up
شافوك.
to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Ah, never mind that.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework from me, didn't I? I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
اوكي هذا عرض الالعاب الناريه شغله كبيره كانه هون. دائما بيحكوا عن عرض الالعاب الناريه.
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away before your eyes. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse.
كازوها الفيلسوف والله بحبه لها كازوها.
I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
اوكي وهلا انهينا هاي المهمة على ما اظن. هلا انهيناها ما بعرف. فرجي لها شو. Together under fireworks. اوكي جيد. فرجيني وينها. لا انا ما بعرف استخدم هون قريبة. تمام على هاي الجزيرة. تمام جيد. على كل حال نحن تجاوزنا الوقت فانا ما بدي اطول الفيديو. ولا تخافوا الفيديوهات الجديدة قادمة وانا عم بسجل اكثر من فيديو بنفس الوقت. انا دائما بحب اسجل اكثر من حلقة سوا. فالفيديوهات المستقبلية قادمة لألعاب جديدة كمان مو بس جنشن ايمباكت العاب ثانية. فايه وشكرا كثير للي وصل لهون للي تابعني حتى الان. يعني انا بحياتي ما كنت متوقع اني احكي قدام 600 شخص. احكي قدام 600 شخص واشاركهم شيء ما. فهذا الشيء لحاله شيء عظيم يعني انكم عم تقدموا لي اياه انتم. فشكرا كثير لكم اعطيني هاي الاشياء. وشكرا للي صبر علي حتى الان لحتى رجعت على القناه. وبتمنى لكم مشاهده سعيده. بتمنى لكم يوم جيد ومع السلامه.